In the area of faithfulness, a Leo woman may remind you of the old toast. Here's to me, and here's to you, and here's to love and laughter. I'll be true as long as you, not a single minute after. Enough said. Don't be jealous of a knack for being the center of attention in a room full of admiring males. Heads always turn when the lioness smoothly glides in. She feels it's only natural for men to pay court to her. She may encourage masculine compliments and indulge in light, innocent flirtations because her deep need for applause and adulation covers a strange fear that she's not feminine enough, and she must constantly reassure herself that she is desirable. It doesn't mean that she's not still in love with you. Just because she smiles at your best friend and tells him she adores his new sports jacket. But don't try telling her best friend you like her new skirt. That's a whole different ballgame. What's sauce for the gander is not sauce for the goose, to reverse the old nursery rhyme. Of course, it's not fair, but if you want to be the proud possessor of all those gorgeous, brilliantly colored feathers, you have to make a few concessions. After all, owning a peacock is hardly the same thing as owning a cuckoo bird or a cooing pigeon. Humor her vanity. She'll probably be important in her own right because few Leo women can resist competing with men for prestige, if not income. And then that's the key to a smooth relationship with your Leo girl. Don't let her smother you, but don't try to top her. Just paste a big bright star on her dressing room door and puff up your ego. You are quite a guy, to have won the hand of the proud lioness. Tell me, how did you manage to do it? Anyways, for my listeners, I want to reveal my identity. I'm a Leo too. Welcome everyone. Good morning. In my last video, I talked about the Leo woman, so I cannot avoid a Leo man, of course. Has anyone said to you lately that don't do me any favors, but dazzle you with an utterly gorgeous smile? Then you are exposed to a big cat. Don't worry, you'll get over it, because Leos love to, become the person who would go around helping. They do not like to lean on others. In fact, they would never seek favors from anybody for that matter, because they are too proud, too dignified. So basically, they are very lovable, but all they demand is a lot of respect, a lot of admiration for them. So if they get that in full doses, then they'll be the most contented people on earth, and they would leave no stone unturned to give those things back to you. Well, if you're wooing a Leo person, you'll be swept off your feet, because the way they would go about doing things in such a grand and a lavish manner that you just can't avoid it. You can't just escape that kind of, that charm, that charisma which they exude. And their personality is such that it becomes so, charismatic that you just can't avoid them, simply put. And why would you, in fact? Because once you have actually gained his acceptance, you'll be the person who'd be loved and in generous amounts, would be taken out quite frequently, would be treated like a royal person, with all the P's and Q's, mind you. Leos are a little bit lazy. Let me give some negative aspects also. And of course, flattery will take you anywhere with a Leo person. And but on the other hand, they are very, very clever, or I would call them rather astute person, because they would seldom waste their time taking water out of a dry well. So they recognize that very quickly. So if you want your organization to really go high, employ a Leo, because they would take up the responsibility with full dedication. Of course, all you need to do is just give them that much of credit. If the credit is denied to them, then I'm sorry, they would not continue to work in the same place, so they would leave. So that's the secret of, you can actually tame a Leo person. Keep on pampering him, keep on, accepting his superiority. Indeed, they are superior, because the strength that comes within when any kind of crisis falls, then Leos are the people who would be at the forefront. I mean, they would take up any responsibility. They would be like people who would not run away. So that's one of the greatest quality which they have. And they don't have a malicious bone in their bodies. In fact, they are so kind-hearted. They appear to be a little bossy. They appear to be a bit dominating. But if you treat them well, then they're the most lovable souls on earth. This much I can guarantee. So be happy. If they see you, they recognize you, and they want to make you their partner, because you're going to marry the most sweetest person on earth. And all the best to you. Thank you so much for listening. Please do subscribe and like, and thank you so much.